Hey you guys, to recap from my last topics the other day, of course I suggested that there should be a KLD day, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth Day, and also during that day we all state words that have duck in it. So instead of FU, we also use it as a chance to practice non-obscene language. So instead of FU, we'll be saying duck you. So on KLD day is also a day to practice decency, decorum, things of that nature. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, I pinned it back because it'd be huge. But yeah, so we spoke about that. We spoke about how, the adults that grew up in the 70s, that were coming of age in the 70s, that they raised people like myself, Kendrick Lamar, Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, and several different industries, several different facets of life right now. Period. People in their mid-30s, around my age, beginning, middle, 30s, we are reclaiming our time. We are reclaiming our time, period. Because again, as I stated in my last video, that between the around, as far as the Goddess universe is concerned, as the Yoruba Goddess Chaotic, between the time of 1980 to 2020, degeneracy ruled, period. And it was hard because those people that were ruling in degeneracy, of course, were trying to strong arm and use, barbaric tactics. And we know that the barbarics are not really the barbarics, right? Because settlers. So the settlers are the barbarics, period. I'm just saying, if the message that you're peddling or the advice that you're giving isn't going to be beneficial when the person, becomes more aware, and if, let's say, they may become even angry at you for the advice and the message that you're pushing, especially if it put them in a detrimental spot, I don't know if that would be advisable because you never know how people are going to react when they become aware of certain things. You know what I mean? You may think that you're playing a whole bunch of people, but a whole bunch of people just now maybe have you as a target. So be careful when you're playing people, because most of the time people exploit people that they think will never wake up, or they don't even think twice about them waking up, coming into realization of certain things and realizing what they can do about it. So when it comes to the whole Keita Rose situation, which I also spoke about on my last video, and how she felt with that whole story that she experienced, and I think maybe still dealing with, of course. Let me read what I wrote. I wrote, fight for justice, but more importantly, you have to fight for your own authority for yourself. So fight for justice, absolutely, especially if there is great harm done, and especially if it was you and other people, but especially if it was you, because at the end of the day, you have to put yourself at the forefront, right? And maybe that wasn't what she was doing, the whole time prior. So I'm very proud of her for this, but at the same time, I hope that it shows and is an example to everyone that you have to be assertive and speak up for yourself, because no one else will. And the people that are trying, such as myself and other people in their own way, like myself, our voices aren't as amplified as, degeneracy and things of that nature, which is fine, because I think there's a time and place for everything. Hell, all of us can be degenerate from time to time, as long as it's not anything that pertains to wildly degenerate shit, like for real degenerate, harmful to another human being, things of that nature. Then yeah, whatever, it's up. And also, while on that note, honestly, VIOLENCE versus SEXUAL, especially against MINORA minor, that is repulsive. I don't know if there's even a comeback for that. But when it comes to the violence, then yeah, I mean, especially if it's adults, I expect adults to be able to fend for themselves the best way they know how. Okay, period. One thing I learned in my Homeland Security program when I was in school and stuff was that the government can only do but so much. Okay, so that should be like a little dog whistle to, start being more resourceful, self-sufficient. I have my aligners in. Being more resourceful and self-sufficient is always the key for individual communities and countries, macro, micro, and individual levels. Okay, yeah, a way to start doing that, or a way to combat being so reliant on another entity, is to start thinking of ways to create outcomes and results that will yield monetary benefits. The MBA business talk always comes out of me. That was not where I was going with this, but anyways, so now we're gonna just jump to so basically, Keto Rose person, again, go all in when you're fighting for yours, even if you have to do it on your own. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, prioritize yourself. Make sure not to put anybody else's opinion above your own and your self-intuition. Start practicing that. And I think that may have been all that you needed in the first place. Just a little self-confidence, self-belief, and knowing that you are the shit. Okay? And also, Keto Rose, I don't know if you're black, so please stop saying the N-word. I'm just going to put that out there as a blanket. Okay? If you don't have a black mama, don't say that word. I'm gonna say it like that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a black mama, at the least, because some people, especially black men and whatever, they be giving passes like they gonna get something for that pass that they think that they can give somebody. No, the people still exploit your ass anyway. You think you're gonna play someone and they end up playing your ass every fucking time, black men. So please stop. Because you're embarrassing us and we don't like that shit. We do not want anyone saying that word, period. Besides us, of course. Duh. Period. We literally suffered for that shit. What black men don't realize is that men are men. Every other group of men are just like them. It's a patriarchy. And once you give a man an inch, he's going to take a mile. So why would you if these people have conquered over your whole body, your whole community, why do you think? Anyways, I'm glad melanated communities are starting to realize, damn, I'm trying to, if you're trying to undercut your fellow brethren and then help someone that is not of you at all, doesn't even think like you, and likely is exploiting your ass, then you're gonna have to take that L. You're gonna have to take that L, okay? Because you tried to undercut your brother. But it didn't work out for you. And then in doing that, it just showed the weakness within that community, and it now shows where it can be exploited further. And it now shows that y'all that's smart. Period. Once they stopped consulting the women in the beginning, that's when the nonsense started. Maybe, who knows? Okay. Now let's talk about some gender action here, but let's not put any gender on it just quite yet. Imagine having a rough ass day, having just one of those days. Side note, the way I got introduced to hip hop and all of that, like being a bookworm, it was through a book when I was like, what, in the 4th grade? One of those urban teenage colorful books that had anyways, it had a Mary J. Blige song, Real Love, I'm searching for a real love. So it had that song. I'm like, so I was reading and I was like, why is it like this? I'm like, oh, it's a song. And I'm like, is this a real song? So I go and look I hear it on a radio or something like that, and I was like, this is a real song. Heard it on Sister Sister. I believe they played on one of the episodes. I think it was on one of the episodes. Maybe it was the season where Usher came on. But anyways, I digress. Back to the gender stuff. But not gender stuff quite yet, because right now the person is genderless in the story. So imagine, picture this, Cicely, 2025, 2024. Direct got dragged by his tiny dragged, okay, for his life. Okay, he had to fight for his life. Anyways, picture it. You, a human being, neither male nor female at this time, we're not putting a gender on it, just having one of those damn days, just one of those days. Shout out to that movie. Shout out to SZA in that movie, Alone. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to SZA, Alone. You know me, I operate individually. Just because your crew is cool, okay, with you, I don't give a fuck. I don't know them, I know you. Period. Alright? Because that's how haters and all that stuff starts sneaking in. And if you're the type that's a real mixy, miss me with that shit. Okay, I knew earlier on in life I didn't like mixy motherfuckers, because that's where the trouble begins. Okay, that's where the trouble begins. You need a solid circle, and everyone in the circle ain't gonna be solid. So at least let me do my own observation. Okay, but no, motherfuckers want to be putting motherfuckers on you so they can exploit you a lot of times. Like, the fuck? Just make sure you know what's important to you, okay, and what you will and will not do, okay, period. The fuck? Don't let nobody play you like that. At least have a fighting chance. let's up the ante. So imagine it's a horrible day and it's rain, and then it just starts raining on top of that. Your car wasn't working, so you walking in the rain and there's no umbrella because sunroof, it won't close, so the rain is raining in your car. You know what I mean? So you get out, you start walking to try to see what you can do, you know, about the whole situation, and then a stranger runs up to you asking for money. Now, regardless of gender, because number one, let's say this person that's having this rough day is broke, period. Okay, let's just say that. So basically, that's a woman. Because if you're not paid in this society, you're basically a woman. Sorry, you know what I mean? Because women can be paid or not paid. Men must be paid. You know what I'm saying? So they can provide. You understand my logic there? Let's say if the gender was a man of this person that's having quite a day, right? And it's a woman that's asking for money. And let's say it's a woman that he's very attracted to, okay? Of course he's going to be mad. He's going to be pissed off. But let's say if she's his dream woman, maybe that'll motivate him to go get some money. And if he's not, and if she's, which will still make him upset because he can't have her at that moment. She's not going to give him a chance, right? And let's say she's not his dream woman. He for sure is going to be upset because, like, bitch, why the fuck is you in my face, hole? I'm not, like, when men aren't attracted to you, it's like, hell no, right? Right, just like when a dude don't got no money, for most of us, it's like, hell no, exactly. So now let's make the gender a woman, okay? And let's say back to the gender being a male, and she wasn't giving you no play, and she was, you know, opposite of your whatever you're attracted to. She was opposite of all of that, asking you for money, all up in your face, taking up your time, while there's in fact your dream woman across the street. And now she's making it look like she's the woman that's running up to you that you're not attracted to is making it look like y'all together. So that's making you even more upset. Just to stick a pin in that. Now let's take it from a woman's point of view. Rough day, you know what I mean? You have got bills to pay, you got another bill that just came up, you know, so oh my god, what a fucking day. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get some money. Oh my gosh, you know, because I'm actually a woman, so therefore and thus and such I can be broke, okay, because society made it that way, right? Thanks, patriarchy, you know. But anyways, so a dude is, you know, you just having to, you know, it's raining, you just got your hair done, you know, by your friend for free, so you're trying to preserve it, and then it starts raining. Oh my gosh. Then it's a dude with an umbrella that's trying to talk to you, but he's not offering the umbrella, he's not giving you no money, and he's asking you to go 50-50 on a date that he's trying to take you on. Like, what the fuck? He's not trying to pay your bills. He's like, he don't even have money to pay your bills. and he wants to come in your face telling you some hi, what's up, what you doing,